Welcome everyone to Liberal Agencies Television. I hope this video finds you well in your location across the globe. It's a very wonderful Sunday afternoon that we are meeting again in this channel. Today, I just want to prepare some meal. I'm at home alone today. The other members have gone to church. So I've just opted to prepare some meal so that when they come back, I'll find something to receive them with. So, because I'm alone, it's a very good opportunity for me also to just demonstrate to you on how to prepare. By the way, I bought some liver. I want to prepare liver and I want you to follow the process, and then you will give me some marks, you know. So now let me just start. We have some onions here. Just want to start preparing my items. The liver is here. This is my liver. This, put it here, chopping board. And with me here also have my onions. This one is just enough. This one, only one, I'll use this one. I want to start preparing my, but I think I should start with this liver first so that it can start continuing the heat in the fire here as I continue cutting other things. So let me just remove it, and then I need to wash it first. I've prepared some water here, so I'll just pour it in here. Empty. I put in my dustbin here. This is cow liver. At times I like liver because it's easy to cook. It goes faster than beef. And again, for me, when I do beef, it usually takes a lot of time because I usually like it very soft. So for meat, in most cases, I'll just use a pressure cooker so that it can boil. I can boil it first to become very, very soft. But liver is usually very soft. Take my pan here. So it will go fast. Liver doesn't take so much time because it's very soft. And for a person like me who doesn't have strong teeth, liver is very favorable, you know. That's why I've chosen to do liver. I just want to wash it twice. Wash this the first round, then I wash it again for another. I rinse it up. So I can maybe dispose this water in my spare bucket here. and I rinse it once again. I enjoy cooking so much because, you know, I've cooked for a very long time in the restaurant I used to work. I'm a professional chef. If you give me a job as a chef in your restaurant, I cannot disappoint. I'm a very professional chef. You know? Because I did food and beverage production. That's a course that I pursued, and I've worked in a restaurant, several restaurants, for around 12 years. I hope I'll just get some opportunity to shout out some of my former colleagues. I've met several wonderful chefs, several other workmates. I'll fix some time before I conclude to just give them a shout out. Now, after you wash your liver like that, it's very clean now because I've washed it with a lot of water twice. So I just want to start to light on the fire now so that it can start heating as I cut other things. Let me dispose this water in my spare jug here, my bucket. I need to light it now. Like that, eh? I think that's a bit hot. That's fair, that's good. That's good. Not high. So I just want to dry that water a bit before now I can start mixing other ingredients. This is my cooking spoon. It should be ready there. So now as it continues there, let me just now cut my ingredients. I've already taken my onion out. So I just want to remove this outer cover, like that. This one I put on the side. My chopping board is ready here. You know, if you like, you can just do slices, but I want to do cubes. I want to cut it like cubes now. You know, slices are usually very good when you are doing kachumbari or doing some Italian meals. But let me just do this on cubes. First of all, I just cut it in slices like that. After I've done slices, then you turn it like this. And you just do that. You finish that side. Then another side. This other side also I just chop it in slices first. After I've done that, turn it. Then I do it again the other way. I get my cubes. Just like that. Let me turn my liver. I think I'll get something to hold this here. That doesn't burn. It doesn't burn me. Just get some linen to do that. Well, I usually have some, where's that thing for holding spheres? I will not find it for now. Let me just get a linen that I can use for that job. Yes. with this linen now, I'll now just hold my sufuria very well as I continue doing my cooking. Going like this. Just want to ensure that the water in the pan here dries completely before I can proceed to something else. But as that happens, let me just now cut my tomatoes. I've bought 3 tomatoes. Hope that's going to be enough. 3 tomatoes this size is usually very good. You know, you just wash like this. Just rinse it very well. Just rinse it very well like that. So this one also we are going to cut it cubes, just the same way we did the onions. Just going to cut it into cubes. So just plate it into half like that. Then I remove this hard part. This hard part usually is very hard when you cook with it. People don't usually eat it very well, so you just remove it. And then on this side also I remove this other one. Meanwhile, I can now turn my liver. It's already giving out some nice aroma that is very pleasant. It's already a good sign that it's going to be very nice. I want it to be ready before people come from church so that it's also like a surprise. You know? They didn't know that I'll prepare food. So they may just come with some food also. But if they come with food also, that could be for another day also. That will be for another day. I'm going to reduce my heat a little bit. Let me just cool it a bit like that. Now let's do the tomatoes. My knife is not so sharp. This is a very sharp knife. If I get a very sharp knife, I can really chop it very quickly. Just do cubes like that. Cubes. Put it on the side. Another one. So you've done that. You turn it like that. You get your cubes done. Now, the water has dried now in the pan, and now my liver is ready to start now receiving other ingredients. It's very dry now. First of all, I'll put some cooking oil, just a bit, so that it doesn't start burning. I just want to put some cooking oil to just start now frying it with that. I don't want it to start burning. I have some cooking oil here. You won't see the name. Just a little. Just a little. I don't like putting so much oil in my food. I don't put so much oil in my food. It's a very, usually a lot of fat is not very good for our health. Just a little bit. Wow. It started looking very nice. My pan is too deep, you can't be able to see, but I'll show you at some point. It has started showing some very good sign of, you know. don't know if you can have a look. But it becomes very nice. I'm using a very big pan, a wide one. You know, when you use a big pan or a big sprayer to cook something, it usually goes very fast because all the food now are spread all over. But when you're using a small one where they are congested, it will take time to even have your food ready. Let me remove these ones that I've already cut. I have my dustbin here. Now, I want to start putting my ingredients. Now, I'll start with the onions now. But let me just finish cutting because I also have some green pepper here. This green pepper. Just cut it into slices. So then slices like this, you turn, you just do it again the other way around, so you get your cubes. Put your cubes like that. Now you are good. Just put them together now. Okay, these are the tomatoes. These are the green peppers. These are my onions. So now, after I've cut all my ingredients like this, I'm just going now to start. I'll start with the onions, you know, so that you can start browning up. After I put the onions like that, these ones can wait a bit here, so that the onions can brown a little bit. Let me just stir it a bit. Yes, doing very well. Doing very well. You see now, when you give onions some time first, they usually that aroma that it also produces, and it browns a little bit so that the taste can come out before I start mixing other things. Also here, I have coriander or dhania, as is commonly known in other countries. I also have garlic. Garlic is kitungu saumu. Let me just chop it also in small cubes. Kitungu saumu is usually very good also. It also has a certain aroma that is usually add to food. It usually adds some aroma to food, you know. I also bought ginger, but I'll not use it today. This one I can put here. If you have a grater, you can grate very quickly. Even onions, ginger, garlic. But for me, I just chop them like that. Now my onions have browned up very well. And I think now I can start adding other ingredients. Let me add the garlic first. And put my garlic. Garlic. I also had cut some garlic here. Let me just add. And then I stir it up again. Now I've reduced the heat very well. I'm working with a very low heat, so that my food does not burn. It's going to get cooked slowly with a very low heat, the way I've just set it there. Everything is going on well. Now I need to add my tomatoes. The tomatoes are here. They're all chopped, they're ready. So when you use enough tomatoes like this, it's going to produce a very nice gravy. Some very thick sauce, yeah? Just like that. Then I want to stir it again. Let me take my cloth. Very well. I want to ensure that my heat is very low so that it doesn't go very quickly. I'm not so much in a hurry even. So low heat is usually very good so that you produce some well cooked. Very nice. Just want to allow it to simmer a bit, as I also prepare to add some other ingredients. Yes, that's very nice. It's looking very nice. I'm already getting tempted to start tasting, Let me just give it time a bit. Just give it a little bit of time. That's enough heat. That's enough heat there. Stir it again. Looking very yummy. Now the sauce is already becoming very thick. I don't want to waste time. I just want to add these other ingredients that are left here. Coriander and green pepper. Just want to add them together. That. And also dhania. Look, some people like putting dhania when the food is almost done, which is also okay. But because I want this one to enter the soup, just so that it can also become part of the gravy, so I just wanted to put it together, so that after when it's done, it will be very difficult to know even that there was dhania inside there, or coriander. You'll only be feeling the taste of it, Some people like putting coriander or dhania at the last minute, so that you can find the pieces of the greenness of the coriander on top of the soup. But for me now, I want to put it so early to ensure that it goes together with the sauce, with the onions, with the tomatoes, so that by the time I'll be done, there will be no sign of dhania. You'll only be feeling the tastiness and the aroma. For people who know, they will tell you there's dhania in here. For somebody who doesn't know the taste, you will not even be seeing the dhania. Now it's looking very nice. Even the taste that I really like what I'm seeing. That's good. I can remove my chopping board and other things for washing. Put them up here for washing. My food is almost done. I want to add some water, just a little bit, so that it can simmer a bit. Then I want to cover it also. You know, it's usually very important to cover food when cooking, because when the food is covered, all the heat gets accumulated within the pan there, and then it gets ready very fast. Then you save your energy also by doing that. You know? Everything is looking very good. Now, just want to add some little bit of water. Just a little bit. Just a bit like that. So that I can allow it to simmer a bit. Very good, very good. It's looking very nice. Just want to cover it now a bit to allow it to simmer. And the heat is okay. The heat is okay. At that point now I've already put everything. Just a bit of spices here. This is soy sauce. You can also add into your gravy. Then you produce a very nice and thick soup. Black pepper. You can also put that. I'm going to put a little bit, but because of the children, if I were alone I can put a lot, even the green chilies. But because of the children you cannot put this one so much. It's usually a bit bitter, just like the pepper one. Pepper. This is turmeric. Turmeric also produces increases the taste of the food, and also the color of the gravy usually gets improved when you use turmeric, you know. And it also has some medicinal roles, you know. Then salt, also put salt at some point. So let me just give it a little while, a short while, so that the soup can simmer well. And then we can now see the results. You know, I think I should use this opportunity to send my shout outs to a few of my colleagues. I will not even mention the restaurant that we worked, but let me send a shout out to Konde, Chef Konde Kaingu Konde. That was a very wonderful chef, you know. I learned so much from that man. Very professional, you know. He used to make for us chicken a la Kiev. Chicken a la Kiev is a special food that the way it's prepared, one food you can take even like 1 hour. But for him, he's now used to it. Even if an order comes for 3 chicken a la Kievs in one lunch, like in my place, we used to just do a la carte. You know, you order food, it is prepared as you wait. Chef Konde will just do that in a very short while and your food is ready. Just as wherever you are, That was also a very wonderful guy. Very wonderful, very industrious. I also learned so much from him. Agre, Akasamba. Hey, my man, nowadays he works in Kisumu. He's always been asking me to pass by and say hi to him. He works in one of the 5-star hotels in Kisumu. A very wonderful guy. Let me also just send a special shout out to Harish Krishan. A very wonderful person. He was our boss. And he used to cook also in the kitchen. He used to do all the works like any other person, you know. And from him, I learned all the Indian foods, how Indian foods are done. Even the Indian chapatis, it's called naan. Very wonderful person. I think my food now needs to be spiced up a bit. Let me just check and then we can now conclude. Just want to see now. This one is hot. See the way it's steaming. That steam, when it comes out like that, it means it was all compressed down there when it was heating. So it also helps to make your food get ready very fast. But when you don't cover your food, all that heat escapes in the air. And then it can take you so long cooking. But when you cover it like that, all the heat gets concentrated just within the pan there. So I just want to put a bit of turmeric. Just a little bit. Usually it's yellow in color. It usually has some medicinal value also. You can maybe check. Turmeric. That's enough. That's a bit. Black pepper, just a little bit. Because of the children. Just a little bit. You know, it's usually advisable that when you're putting salt or any other spice, maybe you scoop with a spoon, or maybe you can put in your hand so that you can control it. You know, when you put directly like this, you can end up pouring a lot, and then you spoil the soup. So it's usually advisable that you use a spoon to control the much that you use. Just a little bit. This one that's going to be enough for that. That's okay. You know, when you just pour it without maybe like this, you want to just, that will measure. Without knowing, it can pour a lot of it. And you can imagine when you pour half of this salt in there, you have spoiled your food. And now you cannot enjoy it at all. Wow. Wonderful, wonderful. What I'm seeing now is just gravy, thick gravy. All the things that I put here have already vanished into the sauce. So the sauce is very thick now. Our food is ready now. You know? Our food is now ready. It's usually just so simple like that. And the food now is ready. I'm just allowing it a little bit of time because the heat is set the heat to a very low temperature. Now, if you taste this food, you'll really appreciate, you know. There are a lot of my colleagues who when they stopped working in the hotel industry, they went and started their own now restaurants. I know 2 of them. There's also somebody, another friend, nowadays is been doing outside catering. If you have a function, maybe a wedding, some graduation, some maybe visitors coming to your place, those are the kind of jobs he does. He does very good setup, very nice food. These are people I can connect you with. Yeah? When you need somebody who can do for you proper outside catering, I really have a contact of quite a number of them. You know? They stopped working and now started venturing into their own now enterprises. And they are doing very good for themselves. Our food is ready now. I think I will just have a bite. Or should I wait for my people to come from church? No, let me just, I think I'll just now start eating because the aroma is very tempting. I can feel the aroma, and I don't think I'll wait for people. So I just want to plate a little bit for myself, and then I end the video. This food, I can just have a bite because now, yeah, let me just look for, take a plate here. But also, you see the goodness of using a lot of vegetables in your food. You won't even now have to start looking for sukuma wiki or cabbage or all these things. We already put dania, that's a vegetable. We have already put onions, that's vegetable. We have already put tomatoes, that's vegetable. So when you put a lot of such variety of vegetables, your food is ready to eat just like that. You know, it's already balanced. But when you do maybe dry fry liver or beef, then you need some greens on the side so that you balance it. But our food is already well balanced, already very well balanced. So what we just need here is ugali now. And I've just cut a small piece of ugali. That I can now enjoy my food now. That's enough for me. Let me just now put off my fire now. You see, all that steam coming out. When you cover your food, usually it helps you to save even on the heat, because all the steam that will have escaped gets concentrated down there. So now, our food is ready. I think I want to just create a little bit, and so that you can see what I'm talking about. Everything now has entered the sauce. It's just, there's no soup, it's just some thick gravy. Just thick gravy. You know? It's very nice. Very yummy. I don't know if the camera can. Let me just off the fire now. Just everything is ready now. I don't know if you can look see it. Very nice. But let me just plate a little bit on mine. See how it looks. Very nice. Very nice. So all the things that I put, Dania has already entered the sauce, so you can't see anything but they're inside. So I don't need even vegetables because it's well balanced now. Very nice. Very yummy. So up to that level, I just want to thank you all for following up. I wish I could share, but one of these days, for those who will meet, I'll make sure I do for you some very nice food that you can taste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God's protection.